Alright, good day guys, coming here, welcome back to Langrisser and News from the Future. As I said, as we march on to 6.0, we will be welcoming some new change. Um, from this first 6.0 video onwards, I'll be mixing the introduction of the characters and their voice actors together with the characters' talent, skills, and 3C. So watch till the end for the translation I do for you guys. Are you guys ready? So let's get started on this part 2 featuring the new heroine Nemia. All of you whips out there, get ready for the new Opie lady. I mean, strategies, beautiful, elegant lady. So I'm zooming in for anyone hoping to do more on research purpose. Okay, she has very nice long legs. Okay, so Nemia is voiced by none other than Yuki Matsuoka-san. You might not know her name directly, but the moment you've seen whom she has voiced in the in those anime series, you're like, oh my god, I know her. So she voiced none other than, on the left, one of my favorite anime of all time, Bleach. She voiced as one of the female leading characters, and she's Orihime Inoue, or Inoue Orihime. So yep, she's the lady whom Ichigo married at the end of the story. And like Orihime, both well, these two characters shares very great similarity. They have great assets. Yep. Then on the right is Azumanga Daioh. I'm not too familiar with this series, so I'm not gonna go too much into that. Then characters relationship. So she has relationship with Andrea, Roland, and Priscilla. So for Roland is for some reason when she's trying to deliver message for her empress. So apparently Nemia is not a queen. She's just I just put it as the staff. She's one of the messenger for the queen while on the way to send a message to someone. She was attacked by a monster. Then she was heavily injured and was saved by Andrew at the time. And then was thrown into the prisoner of war camp. Yep, that's a very weird start. Then for Roland and Priscilla, so while being a prisoner there, Roland and Priscilla meet Nemia, and then they, well, most probably that they escape together and step on a new journey to Cyberlic Kingdom, and she acts as a big sister in their team, and she starts guiding the two of them to know more about Toy War, which is the world in this universe. So let us hear how she sounds like as her characters.
私といるときはもっとリラックスしたらエルフに認められるのはそうそうないことよ。
So, what she's saying is that when we are staying together, feel free to relax more. After all, it's very rare for an elf to recognize someone as their partner or team. So this means that Nemia recognized Roland and Precia as a teammate. So right, let us hear her speech again.
私といるときはもっとリラックスしたら。エルフに認められるのはそうそうないことよ。
So yep, very arousing Onesama voice. So alright, we have come to the end and we will be moving on to recommend the talent, skills, and 3C of the characters. Last but not least, a very great art by Mao Xiaotu Grande Curie, who draw her chibi art. So, okay, let's go and find out. So, right, it coming to Nemia's FB, Faction Buff, Talent, Exclusive Skills, and 3C. Holy, holy, holy. That's pretty... I guess the only complaint I have is a weird... I'm not sure should we still call that as a ahegao, ahoge hair, but that the hair just look weird. But overall, I like her character's design. Okay, her faction are as follow: the Glory of Light, Tactical, and Yellows. So her talent are as follow. The talent is known as Tide of the Lost Islands. Okay, this is at rank 6. The effect are as follow. So number 1, increase attack by 30%. Number 2, when you end your turn, target and choose 4 blocks around you, a block unit and its surrounding 2 blocks around the target areas, and apply a terrain effect. And I'm going to give it a shortcut name known as MOC. The effect is known as Mystery or Mysterious Ocean Currents. So in short, MOC. So the MOC effect are as follows. This terrain effect, when units move on the block terrain, remove the terrain effect when they end their turn. Likewise, the terrain effect will provide a buff or debuff effect depending whether it's ally or enemy standing on it when they end their turn. So the following effect for allies. So if allies stand on the buff terrain, they will have their HP healed by 15% and gain a random buff effect. And when allies Nemia move past the terrain, she'll gain movement immunity of 2. However, if the enemies are the ones standing on it, the following effect will happen. Number 1, they will take 15% of their max HP as fixed damage. Number 2, the terrain they stand on now is treated as water for 1 turn. Okay, do note that MCO effect has a CD of 1 upon casting it. So again, Generation 6.0 heroes, they have... So Nemia has a self-increment attack of 30%. So basically this is like more than a faction buff of 20%. So that's pretty strong. So if you have like faction buff on her, she'll go kind of like go to 50%. That's pretty scary. So she's slightly looser right now, is that she's of Glory of Light, however not much in the current meta in PvP, not much players are using Elwyn. Tactical Grand Shields, there's still a lot of players using her. Then for Yellies, it depends. So anyone who is playing Landis, then she'll gain. If not, she's higher chance she's only depending on Grand Shield for the faction buff effect. So alright, moving on to her exclusive skill 1. So remember guys, watch to the end for the exclusive skills, for the skills that I have done the translation for you guys. So right, first exclusive skill 1 is known as Coro Salvo. Okay, is a 2C skills, has a CD of 2, the range is 2, the AoE type is physical single target. So the effects are as follow. So there's only active skills, there's no passive. So number 1, attack and deal 1.5 times damage to target enemy. Number 2, this skill is effective against water units. Number 3, when entering battle, if enemy is in water, the following effect will trigger. First, this skill will ignore guard for this battle. Second, cause enemy to be stunned for 1 turn before the battle, and this stun effect cannot be dispelled. And note that if Nemia is standing on allies MOC terrain effect, increase the battle damage due by 20%. Oh my god, this exclusive skill is pretty crazy because it has great synergy with a talent when you cast terrain effect, especially if you cast it on the enemy or the enemy is already standing on that place. The area they're standing on is treated as water. So if they're in water, the skills will ignore guard, so your tank cannot do anything. Then not to mention that the enemy will be stunned, meaning they cannot counterattack these skills. And not to mention that this stun cannot be dispelled. And last but not least, if she's standing on her own MCO terrain effect, the damage deal will be increased by 20%. This is almost like if there is no debuff or damage reductions, command aura or talent in effect, I will say there's 90% chance that enemies will die. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So currently, Nemia and Andrew is the GOAT at Apex PvP match. So they're very strong. And the great thing about Nemia is that she has great synergy with anyone. She don't have to really rely on the specific factions to be useful. Okay, moving on to exclusive skill 2 is known as Walking on the Wave. Okay, the skill is a 1C cost. The CD, range, and AoE type are null. It is a passive skills. So this is the skills that give you synergy or boosting for your allies. So alright, the effects are as follow. Number 1, when you end your turn, apply to the 2 closest ally 2 blocks around you and apply the following effect, Walking on the Wave. The effect are as follow. So first, if allies pass by allies Nemia MOC terrain effect, they will gain movement immunity of 2 blocks for 1 turn. So this skill effect cannot happen at the same time with other movement immunity effect. So they're trying to restrict the super long movement immunity you can at the same time. So okay, not a big issue, slight restrictions. However, this passive skill is basically trying to share Nemia's talent effect onto your ally. So that's pretty cool. That basically she's like a upgrader. To me, I feel it's an upgraded version of Luna's, because at rank 6, you can always trigger these skills every 1 to 2 turns, after, especially after you have you cast her act against skills, because she has the archer act against skills, so she can recycle her talent effect very fast. That's pretty cool. So your allies will also enjoy the benefit. Okay, last, moving on to her 3C's effect. So don't worry guys, during the demo play, you guys will have a better or clearer understanding on how her talent and skill works. So 3C effect, it is known as Raging Wave of Ashran or Ashuran's Fury. Okay, this skill has a CD of 4, the range is 5, the type is AoE physical straight line straight line effect. It has both passive and active skills. So let's introduce the passive first. Okay, the passive has the following effect. Number 1, when using skills to attack, if you are standing on your own Nemia's MCO effect terrain, it will provide first, increase your unit range by +2, and second, you will be able to move 2 blocks again after attacking. So again, this skills is very cool. It provides additional range when you're standing on your own MCO terrain, and not to mention that after attacking you can move back 2 blocks, or you can either move to any directions, but most of the time you definitely will be moving 2 blocks back to your tanks so that they can guard your Nemias from incoming attack. And not to mention that if you move back 2 blocks, if you are standing on MCO terrain, you can get another movement immunity, and that's moving 4 blocks. Yep, so that's pretty cool and awesome. Able to move more than 3 blocks, there's a high chance that your Nemias will survive from any incoming attack, because there's a high chance you'd definitely be able to move back to a tank for guard. Okay, moving to active skills. So the effect are as follow. Number 1, deal 0.4 times AoE damage to enemies in a straight line. Number 2, apply debuff effect to enemies for 2 turns. The following effects are: first, the block or terrain they are standing on is treated as water. Second, increase the fixed damage they take by 30%. Third, apply all damage area MCO terrain effect. Fourth, when using these 3C skills, if you are either standing in water, or you are either in water or on your ally MOC effect, terrain effect, increase this skill to 3 times 5 range instead. So what it means is, originally this 3C skill is only 1 times 5 straight line. However, if you are standing you either have water effect, or you are standing on your own MOC terrain effect, these skills will be changed to 3 by 5 instead. So this is very scary and very cool, because this skill deals 0.4 times AoE damage. So it has great synergy with her act against skills. Then you can immediately recycle and cast your talents effect. So most of the time you'll definitely be able to make sure all your enemy are in water, or her MOC terrain effect. So yep, that's it. That's pretty cool. Personally, she and Andrew is considered as tier 1, or if not almost near to tier 0 in the Apex match. And even for PvE, both her and Andrills are considered very strong. But what did you guys think? Leave it down in the comment sections below, and wait till the end for the translation I've done for you guys. So remember to like and subscribe if you like this video. This is coming. See you guys, and see you guys on next part of video featuring the demo play of Andrills and Nemia. This is Kami signing off, and goodbye. Enjoy your day, guys. Whoop.